Hey everyone, welcome back to NFA Review Channel. Today we have the IWS22 from IWI. So they really don't need an introduction. They've been around for quite some time making firearms, and now they have joined the suppressor market. So that's pretty exciting to see, considering this company's not going to go anywhere for a long time. So your purchase is definitely safe. So today we're going to take an in-depth look at the IWS22 here in the studio, and then we're going to hit the range and see what it sounds like. Let's get to it. All right, first things first, simplicity is king. You have a takedown tool and the suppressor. I did not get a manual, but I am a reviewer, so they figure I just figure it out. And they are correct. So let's just cut down to the chase here and get down to the specs, and then we'll take the sucker apart and look at the inside. Comes in at an overall length of 6 inches even, a diameter of 1.19 inches, 6 ounces in weight. Why is it so light? That's because it's partly titanium. The tube is going to be 7075 T6 aluminum. All of the baffles, save for the blast baffle, are grade 9 titanium and coated. And then the blast baffle is, from what I believe, 17.4 heat treated stainless steel. I could not find any data on that, but just doing this for almost 20 years, it's stainless steel. It's a blast baffle. Okay? All right, moving on. The finish on the exterior is a very nice matte C-Series black Cerakote. Your mount, of course, 22 can, is going to be fixed 1/2 by 28. The cool part is it is full auto rated with no minimum barrel length restrictions. So that's pretty cool. As far as price, I really can't mention that because YouTube will smack my PP. But all you gotta do is Google it and you'll find it. So it's sub $500. I don't know if I can say that. Sue me. All right, let's take this thing apart while we're just discussing the design parameters they had for the IWS22. On the front cap, it's pretty unique design. I'll show you a close-up here. But this actually interfaces with their included takedown tool, which is essentially a 1/4 inch drive. So you can use any socket, 1/4 inch wrench to remove that should you not have this. That's important to note because earlier I was taking it apart off camera to familiarize myself with the suppressor, and I've already shot it. So it is dirty, yes, but it's not contributing to it not coming apart easily because the baffles are self-encapsulating. So you're not going to get any lead and carbon deposits on the inside wall of the suppressor, making the baffle removal hard. Whoever put this sucker apart or put the sucker together at the factory had it out for the suppressor that day, because I had the other side of this for the rear cap is essentially a 19 millimeter socket. So I had I had 2 sockets in my garage just wrenching this thing apart, and it finally broke free. So just be aware that when you do get this thing brand new out of the box, it might be a little hard to take apart, but that's just because somebody at the factory was just taking out their anger on the suppressor that day. It's not because it's dirty and hard to take apart. So that's a good thing. That's cool. We'll forgive them for that. It's cool. All right. So the rear here, we'll use the other end, the female end, the 19 millimeter socket end, to just loosen that. And this is pretty substantial. This is definitely heat-treated stainless steel here. The mount, stainless steel. The front cap, pretty unique, has a baffle built into it. Front cap has a baffle machined into it. So we'll count that as kind of a half baffle. Okay. And then we're going to push the blast baffle out. As you can see, it is ported. All right, that's going to help with your back pressure. One of their design parameters we'll get to in a second. That's stainless steel. And then the rest are light as a feather, probably lighter than a feather. All grade 9 titanium. They are coated. Looks like a black nitride. But again, self-encapsulating baffle system. I'll go ahead and just get them all out here on the table, get dirty here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call this one a half. So 8.5 baffles. Oh, wait, blast baffle. 9.5 baffles in this 22 suppressor. And I'll show you some close-up shots here with the 90 millimeter lens. We'll get some beautiful shots, and you can see this right now has roughly, I shot a bunch of hosts that day. I don't know, I'd say about 300 rounds through it. Yeah, I'd say that's conservative, 300 rounds through it. I'll show you the build up here on the face of the baffle. Nothing crazy. And as you can see here, they do snap together quite nice. As far as the orientation, I haven't seen any nomenclature about, you know, which way they want these orientated. I know just from my experience in the industry, typically clocking them 180 degrees from each other as far as their porting is going to be probably the best thing to do as far as sound performance. So I would just build a suppressor back like that, unless they say otherwise. So all these you can throw in an ultrasonic cleaner, you're good to go. Just be a little careful with titanium. It does tend to pit. This is coated though. You should be good to go. Again, suppressors do sound better when they're a little dirty with carbon, so keep that in mind. You just want to knock off chunks, spray some oil on the thing, and put it back together, okay? It doesn't need to be brand new every single time. You want it a little dirty. So let's build this guy back up. I'm just going to go, again, 180 here, flip-flopping my baffles. Super easy, as you can see, they just snap right on each other, and you're good to go. And then the serialized information is going to be at the base, the muzzle side of the suppressor. It's safest there because as you can see, when this is threaded in, it extends past your engraved portion here. This is your important part. This is what carries your Form 4 information. Okay, so should anything catastrophic happen, IWI can warranty out anything forward of that section. So you want to protect it, which they did. So we'll go ahead and put the mount back in. Now it's important not to put the mount all the way back in because this does compress from the front and the rear. So you want to leave a little headspace there. Drop your blast baffle in. Get in there. And then we'll just build the rest of the suppressor. Throw the front cap with the built-in half baffle in the front. And then there you go. Super simple to maintain, guys. Nothing crazy here. Nothing that you're gonna have to remember and refer to manuals with. And again, like I said here, I gotta back this out a little bit. Tighten the mount all the way down. You're gonna want that tight. And then you can adjust the front cap and just give it a good little snug action. You don't wanna go crazy like He-Man at the factory there. Just enough to compress those baffles tight so you don't get any gas, lead, or carbon leakage between them. And you're good to go. Design parameters. First things off was reduced pathogen silencer. That's what they're claiming, aka less back pressure, less carbon, less carcinogens in your face, on your skin, your eyelids, the thin membrane on your forehead. Very high absorption rate here, a lot of studies on that. You want to keep this crap out of your face and out of your respiratory system, and that's what the whole industry is going towards. Now, when I was out there, I got a little first round pop on some of them, nothing crazy, but just something that I could hear and I could notice the tone change. By about shot 3, it was completely static, okay? Outside of that, I'm gonna let you guys listen for yourselves, watch with some high quality headphones. You're gonna get your best tone possible that way. Again, I cannot replicate the actual sound of a gunshot, nor can I replicate the actual sound of a suppressed gunshot. For that, you need to go to Suppress Fest, and that's why I created it. So hopefully IWI gets out there, and you guys can shoot this in person. If you aren't able to make it to Suppress Fest, hopefully they'll be doing demo events throughout the country, and you can make it to one of them and hear your suppressor purchase in person. That's really the only way to make an educated decision. I can only do so much here as far as showing you the features and what it sounds like on the range. So let's go do that. We'll circle back, and I'll give you my ending thoughts. Dirty gun. Come on, you little turd. Have to warm up the gunk. Haven't cleaned it in a while, if ever. Crazy. Well, I ain't getting any fucking quieter than that. All right, guys, ending thoughts on the IWS22. First things first, I rewatched the footage again because it's been about 3 days since I shot it, and it really didn't suffer from bad first round pop. I think what was happening was because the guns are so dirty and I don't clean them, the action was staying open, and that was attributing to port pop on the first round. So as the guns got warmed up, the gunk got warmed up, the slide started to move and reciprocate, without malfunctioning against the frame, and everything sounded a lot better. The tone is very pleasing, as you would expect from a 22 can with 9 baffles in it. Did not throw any granules in my face, any gunpowder in my face while shooting. So it does have low back pressure. That's typically something you will notice, especially out of these hosts, when shooting a really corked up 22 can. So that's nice to know that you're not going to be breathing in all that crap. Accuracy didn't seem to suffer much. I was still able to hit the plates when I wanted to. Of course, I shoot the dirt for you guys so you don't complain. I know you're here to listen to the suppressor and not listen to steel, but point of impact didn't shift at all. That's what I'm getting at. Really, really pleasing tone. Really cool looking can too. It's just really, you know, looks like a grenade or something. Very nice pleat. It actually looks good on this FN here. I'm gonna keep it on there actually in the safe. So between filming and editing and everything for this video, I got in touch with IWI, got an official answer. They will be at Suppress Fest this year. So you're gonna be able to shoot this guy and the rest of their lineup. They will be, I'm sure, donating some. All proceeds go to American Suppressor Association. Last year we raised 25 large. All that goes to the gun rights. So fighting for our rights. A lot of that you should contribute to the tax stamp going away, okay, for SBRs and suppressors. That's a big deal. And that's because of groups like ASA and others lobbying with money like that from events like mine and others across the whole country. All my companies here that I film with also donate very large sums of money to fight for our rights. So that's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have a lot of backup of reviews to get through. It's been hard. I have other companies that take a lot of my time. This one as well. I'm just trying to pile through them. So don't go anywhere. Please subscribe if you like what you guys see. If you have any questions on the IWS22, please just leave it in the comment section below and I will get to it as I always do. Until then, subscribe, like, do all that stuff, piss off all the libs at YouTube, and I'll see you guys soon.